Hello and welcome back to Miners Vote News. This week didn't have as much political news like all the Iran talks and Obamacare they've had the weeks before. However, JP Morgan is now paying out the new largest fine anyone has ever paid to the government. This bank has a history of paying fines without actually confirming or denying that they did anything wrong. This fine for $13 billion is 3 times larger than any previous fine, and it still charges that they sold bad mortgages. While the bank didn't admit that they were bad mortgages, they did say they misrepresented the quality. This fine will total about half of the bank's annual income. We actually had 2 tragedies last Sunday as well. There was a plane crash in Russia that killed everyone on board. It crashed on a failed landing attempt, actually arriving at its home airport. There are reports of the Boeing 737 being 23 years old and having other damages done to it, but the thing is that Russia needs to step up its airports. The other thing that happened was a whole series of tornadoes in the Midwest. The warnings were estimating 40 tornadoes in Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Michigan, Missouri, Ohio, and Wisconsin. However, there was a confirmed 60 tornadoes and over 100 reported. Tens of thousands of people lost power, and it took a while to get all the power back. Lastly, things are changing in Congress. The Senate just approved an alteration to its rules, mostly involving filibusters. Previously, 60 out of 100 votes were needed to stop the filibuster, but now only a majority is needed, making it 9 votes easier to shut it down. This will change the way filibusters happen, because it's now going to get increasingly difficult for minority parties to hold filibusters. This bill was actually pretty widely accepted in the Senate. There's just a couple more things before we go. Crazy fact of the day, there's only 5 more weeks until 2014. So that means there's only 5 more weeks to be entered for our Miners Vote Best Writers Award of the Year. And you know what? Only 10 writers have submitted articles, so if you submit now, there's still a good chance that you can win. Last week's poll was, how should the US government get involved in international disaster relief? There were 4 votes for economic aid and 1 vote for military aid, but no one said both. This week's poll isn't out yet, but check back for it. Lastly, there's one more announcement I have to make. This will be the last Miners Vote News video with me. Unfortunately, next week I'm getting wisdom teeth taken out, and after that, swim team is going to steal my life. So I won't be able to do this weekly, but I will try to make some every once in a while. I'm trying to get someone else to do these as well, but we'll see how that works out. In the meantime, like all of our pages, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to this channel. And submit a Miners Vote article if you can. Thanks for watching. We'll see you whenever we can.